I'll be back. Let me try it again. Okay, my pre all messed up. Sorry. I think we might be back. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like I was disconnected from Restream just now. I should be back now. Apologies for the inconvenience. Like we're back. Sorry about that. Actually really like how this is turning out. I think we're almost back. We're almost back. What happened? Yeah, it looks like I was disconnected from Restream, but I should be back now. We're okay. Good wood paneling texture. And that one, yeah, that could work. I kind of like this. I kinda like this atmosphere. Something simple. Welcome back, Vizzies. Sorry about that. It looks like I just lost connection to Restream for a minute. I had to reset it. Should be okay now. Drop from CS Italy. Track. Weirdest thing that you've seen from. Well, I don't know. Not sure how to answer that. Yeah, sometimes the rules seem strict, but I also understand that a lot of times people probably get like similar questions repeatedly. Something might seem innocent, but maybe to them it's like could be a pain point. Seen cases like that. Okay. Pull the wall out a little. Yeah. I don't know. People manage different Discord communities. For mine, I opted to go for very aggressive bot control, and it seems kind of silly because it's such a small Discord. Is the Are the controls on bots that I have really necessary? Probably not, but it helps me to know that like there won't be any scam bots in the server because it's just a problem I see in so many other servers. Yeah, I think this like a classy establishment. Signage and stuff like that. Maybe I should actually set these into the wall a little bit. I can cheat and have them like coming out of the wall. I think it blends in well enough. Oh, but then the wall. Okay, that's not gonna work. That will work. Streamers just hate viewers. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why would you stream if you hate viewers? Going to all of these props prop or navigation or nav. Then I'm going to set up an info navigation out here. Logic navigation, sorry, my bad. This will make it so that NPCs will ignore those props, so they'll be able to run right through them. Although, that might prevent the zombies from swatting them. That could be bad. Well, we'll see how it goes. I need some more decor in here, like some plants and stuff. Airport plant model. Didn't even realize this was a physics prop. Okay. Yeah, I just... Okay, what I did. What a cozy little room. I need to add some tables and chairs. I have an idea. I think this room is going to be unique. Some of the other ones I'll have to read. This one would make more sense if it's like a unique location. Body's over here. Got something for this? Wait, what do you mean? Like an asset to use? Ooh, I'm interested. find like a table prop to use. Let me know what it is, Busy. If you have an idea for like an asset to use, I'd love to check it out. Oh, DE Tides is this really nice table. I don't know if I'm going to use it. It just feels like a gratuitous use of a Counter-Strike asset. I love these Counter-Strike assets, though. I kind of am tempted to just like use as many of them as I can. I think I'll just use a regular City 17 table. I shouldn't make everything an asset from another game. You know, there's perfectly good Half-Life 2 assets that do the job. Together. That one there. I'll reuse these tools if they're... Oh, okay. That doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it? Be high top tables. If I have a good, like, high top... Not really. I'm just gonna use regular chairs. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Add some navigation around to make it easier for the NPCs. That makes sense. Perfectly fine. Light source. Good light for like a warmer light. These. It wouldn't really make sense to have this on a drop ceiling. on Discord. Let me check it out. Normally, I don't check Discord during streams, but this is relevant to what the stream is about. I will make an exception. Furniture booth? Is this something you made? Old zombie panic source. Oh, nice. That's just with oh wow. That's a lot of detail and brushes. If it's from a ZPS map, would I have permission to use it? I mean, I think that's somebody else made this, right? I don't think I'm gonna use that, but I like the design a lot. That's actually really cool. Keep thinking this is a prop. That's very detailed brushwork. Wow. That's cool. Like a colored light. Right? All right. I need for bounce lighting. Probably, yeah. Dude, this is an old trick that I haven't used in a while. For softer shadows. I like sharp shadows, but if I want like a softer shadow, I'll do a fake ambient light. Spotlight. Much darker color. Dark this. I used to do this in Run Things You Live maps. I saw another mapper that used it, and I thought that looked really cool. Put that down to 100 brightness, maybe even 50 brightness. They're too bright as well. Close to the. That looks pretty good. In game, it will usually be a little bit brighter. Also, make sure that like a lot of these physical props, I probably don't want shadows on for. They are going to be moving around a little bit if the player like picks them up. Shadows on them. Or maybe I want shadowings, just the light Probably not, though. Oh, and I should put more dynamic. I do need to figure out if I'm using dynamic resupply, how am I going to change the model of the health kit? Like an on output. No. Think that one through, did I? If I look at the source code for dynamic resupply, this is actually Entropy 02's source code, but it's close enough at base 8. If this was easy too, we could use an Entropy 0 variant. Yeah, we might be in trouble as far as the setting the model on the health kit goes. Maybe I can have a script that just like looks for health kits and sets them to model that I want. It's gonna be kind of awkward though. Yeah. The That will be a later problem, I think. Okay. For now, make this a physics prop. Gonna place some more around randomly. Regular, I don't know. Now I think I need to do a really difficult step. I need to make the actual outside. So I have some props for reference that I have. I'm just thinking about something right now. How much do I want to be in the skybox versus how much do I want to be actually present in the map? I thought that I wanted all this to be in the skybox, but actually I might want to have a Combine gunship come into this part of the map. I mean, it would need to be physically in the map. If I do that, if I go that route. I think I do need to do that. That means all this stuff is going to be physically part of the map. Bother. It's going to be tough. How far off the ground is this? Ground. tall enough. Here's my first problem. Whoops. Airport tall enough. Make it lower on this side. Cool. Oh. Now it is, or is like 128 units up. I could add. Gonna make one big brush for the ground for now. Like concrete or asphalt. That. Use the Half-Life 2 texture though if I can. That one. Got a good texture for a big surface. Texture. That is a Half-Life 2 texture. We'll work with it. Now, I might still up the texture. Basically a skybox at this point. Oh, that's gonna be a big area map. Kind of makes sense though if I do want to have a combine gunship come in. I would have this area all be part of the map. It's gonna be a big 3D skybox too. 3D skybox part will be a lot easier to make, I think. That texture looks horrible. It's like tessellating. We'll work on that. I need to move these into the skyboxes. Skybox texture. right? Further away now than it was somehow. This is starting to look a little bit better. Okay. This. That's a weird sound. Did anybody else hear that? Right, I'm gonna mess up this geometry. Oh, that's weird. Wall texture here. I don't think anyone's ever gonna see this texture, but I'm gonna put a texture here just in case. I have the right side of my headphones off though? Oh, interesting. I wonder if it was only in one ear. We have our airplane. I gotta work on the runway. But first I wanna enclose this skybox. This will give us plenty of space for the gunship to come in. Gunship could even come in from this side, and then you won't be able to see it spawn in because limit to how far you can see. It comes from like right corner. The gunship for reference. Need to put in some paths so that it can navigate around, but on that gunship yet. It's like over here. We are here. We'll be able to see it spawn in. Oh, yes, we will. If we walk all the way over here, we'll be able to see it spawn in. I am not going to worry about it. Sorry if I'm being kind of quiet today. One of those like more chill streams. I'm getting a lot of mapping done, which is good. It's hard to be productive on stream sometimes, honestly. Really worried about this brush and like how am I gonna add detail to that texture. Also, how am I gonna blend it with the skybox? Because I want most of this to be skybox. Cross that bridge. Maybe I can kind of cheat it and actually make this brush a skybox texture and then have the actual ground be in the skybox. The only problem with that is that if there's any like decals, they won't show up properly. Yeah, I think you do want to have like ground, like actual ground. Syncing it up with the skybox will become problematic. Interesting how Dead Air's finale is like outside on the actual like airfield airstrip. Like this area, like it's just a big empty concrete slab, right? But they make it so interesting. All the stuff scattered around in the planes, and you wouldn't think that it's just an empty base. A lot of shape and definition. One thing that's nice about having this be actually part of the playable space and not the 3D skybox is that I can have NPCs outside. Like I could have more soldiers by the plane fighting off hound eyes or whatever the case may be. Check it out in game. See what that looks like. Code leak. Oh, I bet skybox. Out. Yeah, there's a tiny gap. Oh no. Buddy. Fix that right here. Typing an update about Zero VR in the flat screen to VR modding community. Let's check it out in game. I want to see what this aircraft looks like. Do they have a Discord? I'm not in it. Yes, they do have a Discord. And there's actually a lot of different mods. It's not just the Half-Life 2 VR. It's like, it's a collection of different VR mods. Honestly, I need to play more VR mods. Kind of crazy that most of the time I spend in VR is in VR chat. Like, I barely play any VR games. I'm really missing out. There's some good stuff. People always say there's no good games in VR because nobody plays the good games in VR. They're there. They're out there. You can play them. It's a big myth. What do you guys think I should call this map? Because the name of the song is Let It Happen, but I don't think that works as a name for the map. You know what I mean? I don't think that really makes sense for a map name. Where did the plane go? Be an airplane. Oh, there's an F-18 out here. Kind of cool. See it? I'm gonna do something with that for sure. I like how these NPCs just naturally take cover in the bathroom.
Like old times, eh, Gordon?
No, stuck. No, he's not.
Yeah.
Drop static. Is it drop static? This is actually from Easy 2. It's the Arbite airliner. I couldn't get the Left 4 Dead model to work. I do need to retexture it. Be dynamic anyways, because I'm planning on having it get destroyed. Spoilers. I think I'm gonna try to end stream by 1 a.m. maybe, or 2 a.m. 1 a.m. is good. I think I should give myself breaks, even though, boy, like this timer is rough, guys. Like, I felt like I had my stuff so much better together with Mechanophobia. And it's ironic because as I was finishing Mechanophobia, I kept thinking to myself, next time I'm going to be prepared. Next time I'm going to just like go all in on Map Labs. Next time I'm going to be ready. I'm going to have a plan. And it's the exact opposite. Like now I feel like, wow, with Mechanophobia, I had all this plan together. And with this map, I've been a mess. Total mess. Check out that airplane. I am really enjoying using Left 4 Dead assets and making this kind of like more grounded real world environment. There's something cathartic about it. Like I always really liked Source Engine like disaster stuff because it goes back to the original Half-Life, right? How's the Easy Dev stuff going? Sorry, I missed that chat. Oh, that was before you said do they have a Discord. Yeah, we've got some work to do on the. There's the plane. We have some work to do on the update for Entropy Zero. That's kind of what everything is held up on right now. We have more work that we need to do. And we also need to do a lot of testing in VR. Like the VR mod is stable and mostly playable. The problem is that there's still some bugs. There's still some crashes. There's still some like soft locks. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's crazy that we have 5 days left and I still don't have assets for any of these characters. I do think that I'm doing the right thing by focusing on the map first and then the assets later, because usually I do it the other way around. I feel like the assets are more fun and easier for me to quickly iterate on versus level design part I'm really bad at. But I think I kind of just need to say, like, after Saturday, I'm done, like, changing the map. Even if it's rough, even if it looks terrible, you know, that's when I need to move on and just focus on voice lines, assets, scripting, descript, all that stuff. Boy. Guys, do you think I'm gonna make it? I don't know if I'm gonna make it. This is pretty tough. How this track loops either, which is part of the whole gimmick, is that I'm gonna have dynamic music. You think I'm gonna make it? I appreciate your faith in me. I do really like how the music kicks in when the dynamic music, like, that's cool. I think I should move some of this military stuff forward a little bit so there's more NPCs have more space to take cover. I don't think that their standoff goal is working at all. Like, they don't seem to follow it at all. Oh wait, I can do a battle. Oh. Bug. Remember how to debug battle lines. Wait. Gotta be AI debug battle line. You guys ever forget console commands? That's just me. I feel like it's supposed to be like riding a bicycle. Like, you never forget the console commands. I forget them all the time. I've used this one so many times. Draw battle lines. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. So it is working. Okay. How come they're taking cover over here, though? Like, the battle line should be right here. I wish Sam finished his VScript dev menu. Was that going to be for a map-based update? should get back into Hammer. Back into the Hammer mines. Real quick. Not need to be physical prop. Most of these props, I also want to disable shadows on. Like the shadows just look bad. Shift F1 menu, but V. Interesting. Oh, these are prop interactable, right? Hey, Boom Donuts, welcome. Gotta get my music back on. Working on Map Labs, Toon 3 Encore. Thinking to start working on the 3D skybox. I think it's gonna be hard. Real quick, let me look at one thing. Okay, the music is doubling up. I hate that. This looks okay. Easy one, get workshop. A lot of people ask that, and I get kind of confused about it because I guess for me, the workshop is most interesting for custom maps. And since there isn't any point to custom maps for Easy 1, since Easy 2 has workshop, like to me, I don't see a lot of utility from an Easy 1 workshop. But, you know, a lot of people want it, and I think people want it more for like asset replacements as opposed to new levels. And so, you know, I think it's a pretty good request, and yeah, like I think it's a possibility. I kind of wish I hadn't made the skybox an instance over here. I did that to kind of separate it, but now I think it's like more overhead than it's worth. I kind of need to copy stuff out of the map to 3D Skybox now. I did find a few mods for Easy 1 on Game Banana. What were they? And did you use them? Also, welcome. Always good to see people in chat. Confused. New weapon mods? I could see it being useful for that. So it's definitely a possibility. It's something that I will take into consideration. It might be something that we wait on for the next update. I could see that because I do want to constrain the scope of this update a little bit. Like, it's already the VR mod and the update, which is kind of, it's already a lot all at once. So I think we have to be careful about how much we're focusing on. But adding the workshop support itself is not very complicated. Because it's not like basically it's just enabling the workshop, right? We don't have any like special code for the workshop. We're not we don't have like a workshop manager, which actually speaking of which, a lot of people have been asking for. They're like, oh, why can't we disable or reprioritize add-ons? And it's because there actually is no in-game workshop support in EZ2. It's just mounting the workshop content as part of the mount path. Anyways, yeah, it's something we'll all look into it, and we will consider it for sure. I think enough people want it. I know how I want to do this. Okay. Trying to figure out. I'm gonna remove props, detail. Move just about everything. So then I'm going to take this. I copy almost everything, right? On all the locks. Static props. Do here. I'm going to make a copy of the map. I should wait. I almost missed a step. Did miss a step. Need a sky camera origin so that all of my translations are right onto the sky camera too. Bro. Beef bacon. Going to try to get back to sleep soon if I'm able, but it's nice to see you're making progress on this. Do you think you'll finish? Oh man, this one is kind of a disaster. I'm almost a little embarrassed that you saw me working on it, to be honest. I am gonna do my best. I'm gonna try not to lose hope. I'm excited for this idea, and so I'm gonna really try to push, but I know that I don't have very much time, and so probably it'll be a bonus map. But I'm gonna see what I can do. This one is not not my best. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little ashamed. Good for me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Bonus gang. Yeah. This, if anyone's watching and is wondering why I'm like wildly copying and translating things around, this is going to become the 3D skybox. I just need kind of a reference for how big the map is, and then that will become the skybox. You have an idea, or are you improvising? Well, I mean, I have an idea. I don't have nearly as much of a plan as I had. Oh, maybe you're talking to Beef Bacon, actually. But I don't have nearly as much of a plan as I did for Mechanophobia. I had a very hard time choosing a song for. Cut out everything that's. Take out the sky camera, did I? Five, right? Ratio. Here is my skybox. Reference for it. I gave up almost immediately, not feeling the theme and what I wanted to do was too ambitious, so I'm working on something else instead. And hopefully I'll use it as a base for an appropriate theme. That's almost how it went for me. I find that very relatable because I was really struggling with this theme. I don't know. The theme shouldn't bother me that much because in theory, you know, music is such a big. Having a challenge themed around music makes sense. But like for me, what it felt like is that it's trying to force inspiration, creative inspiration. Like if I heard a song and I thought, wow, I want to make a map about this song, that would work. But trying to like force myself to think of a song and then get inspired, like that's just not how inspiration works. That was like a big point of frustration to me, where I was like, I just feel like it's fake. Like I can't I can't relate to this theme. Yeah, I will make this a box ref. Box ref. I think I basically have a really big plane. Have a good night. I'm glad I'm not the only one. In fact, that helps a lot. I maybe you heard me say this earlier, but I was very frustrated because I sort of went into this challenge thinking that I really wanted to be more prepared and like go in with it with a plan. A very generic like brown texture. Concrete, dirt. I think I can use some sky card textures. Some from Left 4 Dead. I'm really leaning on the Left 4 Dead assets. Feel a little bad, but I think it's good for this challenge. Full extent of the progress I made with some NPC animations. I got annoyed because I couldn't behave properly and then just sapped what motivation I had. Yeah, I think the easiest way to lose motivation, I'm realizing, is like when you feel like you're not making progress. It's really hard to keep motivation up when it seems like you work really hard and then something doesn't work. Where are the card textures from Left 4 Dead? Like, I'm looking for like Burning City one. I'm gonna head off since it's late for me. See ya, Boom Donuts. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you watching. Maybe this will just be a plane. How lame would that be? I feel like I should add like some curve to it. Arch. I'll use the arch tool. Probably no draw at first then. That'll do. Oh, it's the wrong way. Wait. Start angle. E. Okay. Arc negative 180. Yeah, that's what I want. Sides. Okay. Fine. Add a height, I don't know. 22? Oh, no, that's not good. I made pretty good progress on this current project, though. I've got an enemy that hurls axes and full melee system that causes enemies to stagger. Oh, that sounds awesome. Is that for Map Labs or for something else? Is that Source Engine? I guess I should have started with that. So I'm over here. That's not big enough. Okay, wait. So let's get a little bit closer. Maybe get like that looks not bad for what it is. I mean, a little bit, it's repeating too much. Probably doing like a one scale? No, that's too big. 0.5. Better. It is for Map Labs. Mostly by Map Logic, although it's helped a team by some simple scripts. Sometimes it's hard to start from scratch with VScript because I never know where to go for like documentation of functions. Like not everything is documented. A lot of times for me, I go into the source code itself and look at how it works. Not very user-friendly. Cool. Actually kind of neat. Okay, that's gonna... I think that's gonna look surprisingly good. I mean... Good enough. Good enough for how many days I have left. About where I'm at. Fortunately. I'm gonna cut the textures part. Ah, okay. Uh, Roll with it. About as good as it's gonna get. I feel like this needs fog to go with it. Probably also made it so you couldn't see the ground brush. Yeah, that makes more sense. You can see the ground, the illusion is not. We need some 3D buildings that are Skybox props. Something like this would be good. Maybe not. I don't know. How about this? I'm starting to get skeptical. Need like a good building prop. Hey. Not bad. Could almost work. I'm going for more of a... Oh, that could kind of work. Ooh, I think this is actually what Left 4 Dead uses. Mercy should have a bunch of building props. Yeah. Wait a minute. You know what those would be called? I need to put this water tower. Oh, that's a big water tower. Never mind. Skybox water tower in there somewhere. Um. Oh. That in there. Okay. This one. The other one that was like HMAC. That kind of far enough away. Actually, they're all gray or black. Yeah, it's either this one or it's that other one in the camera thing. Ugh. I just roll with it? I don't know. Back a little bit. We'll be able to see. Yeah. Maybe I need a little more coverage there. Oh, I didn't have texture lock on. Oh no. Done. No. Something. I'll just make a skybox on this. Try it out. Definitely need more detail in the skybox because you'll be able to see it through all the windows. Oh. Oh, fiddlesticks. What now? What's the map about? I thought I saw some citizens fighting earlier. So this is very similar to Dead Air from Left 4 Dead. And I was inspired by the song Let It Happen, which had a music video that's set in an airport. But my idea is that it's a 7-hour war map. It's a 7-hour war map, and you're trying to evacuate on a plane, but the plane is going to be destroyed at the last minute, and then the surrender will happen. So you'll survive at the end, but no, to what end? Basically to witness the Combine taking over. Let's see what this looks like. How good or bad is this? I should throw in some destroyed planes too. Really thinking about it now. Nice 7-hour war. I'd love to do a 7-hour war map someday. Great excuse for a really elaborate skybox. Yeah, exactly. I'm definitely not doing it justice at all. My idea was basically to leverage Left 4 Dead assets, because the Left 4 Dead kind of environment is exactly what I want to see. And I think it works okay for this, for what it is. This is just, it's not, no. Oh, wait, I think I made a mistake. Wait. Uh-oh. I have to turn back on the auto-vis groups. Oops. That's pretty bad. Let's try that one more time. Compile times are starting to get longer. I've gotten into a bad habit of doing a final compile every time because with my computer today running like, you know, VBSP, VViz, and VRAD, it's so fast compared to what it used to be for most maps. But then when the maps actually start to get big, then probably should. Oh, that's I think doing it justice would be a project in and of itself. Could easily spend days working on just the skybox. Yeah, I feel bad that it seems like I might be phoning it in here. It's just the deadline, you know. Like I want to make something that I can actually release, even as a bonus map. And so this isn't going to be perfect, but it's going to be at least something, you know. It's what I can make within the time. Have you tried VRAD plus plus? No, I haven't. I've used the Slammin Tools VRAD. In fact, I think that's what I usually use. But what does VRAD plus plus do? Does that come with Hammer plus plus? Sorry, I stuttered. It's really weird to me that I'm kind of doing the scripting and map logic last, because usually I kind of do that as I make the map, or if anything, beforehand. This time I'm really just focusing on the map first. Oh, right, I had bug battle lines on. Gotta set it up using the SDK 2013 MP. Oh, that's right. You know, like, oh, that looks so crappy. For what it is, it could be worse, you know? Could be better. I think if I have enough near details like destroyed planes and stuff, then it will be okay. I wish I had some buildings that were closer that you can see through the windows, because that would be really neat. Maybe. I think I might have to kind of just live with this. I'm telling you guys, next time I'll be ready for Map Labs. Someday I want to make a beef bacon quality map. That's not today. Put some ENV gunfire shooting into the sky in the background. That'll probably look pretty good. Ooh, is that what people have been using to do like anti-aircraft fire? Because I saw that in some maps and I really liked it. What do you... custom particle system. Yeah, no, I won't have time for a custom particle system, but I like thought process. You're saying in the skybox? Like you'd put it like, I don't know, random place. And it'd be close to where the map is actually. Here. And ow, oh, that was really loud. I'm sorry, guys. More like, I probably won't make a sound at all because it's in the skybox. Like, Vault Tracer target will be at like, okay. Wait. Maybe do with some fog? That's a really good idea. Fire particle. I was actually gonna ask you about that. Or no, I was gonna... Because I use a fire particle in the map itself, and I might be good. What would be a good fire particle for the skybox, though? Because I don't want it to just look like a fire that's scaled up. You know? Skybox fire. Wait a minute. What is this? Looks useful. Okay. Won't I need to use a lot of these, though? Like, could that cause issues? I know there's a limit on how many particles you can put in. I want to find one that's more like a cluster. Scale them up. Okay. This is gonna be kind of embarrassing, but can you scale a I don't think you can scale a particle system. You can't scale a particle system, right? I'm not gonna do custom particles for this, by the way. Ground. Oh. I have to go crazy with them. Be sure to use some smoky particles too. Yeah, okay. Is this going crazy? I don't know if this is going... How crazy is crazy? Probably rotate some of them too, but... grab some smoke. There's like a skybox... Oh. Particle. Also, like you said, I wanted to use an ENV fog. Skybox smoke. Okay, wait. I'm interested. I don't see the smoke. Also, I've got to set these as active. I forgot. Oh, there's the smoke. Oh my goodness. Looking for... Start active. This looks gonna look really good. Fun. Wait a minute, I have an idea. Crazy is like dozens of them. If it's darker, I'd say you could use lights too, but you won't notice them if it's lights out. If it's light out. Yeah, I'm using an episode 1 skybox with the light environment properties from the VDC. I think it could stand to be darker, if I'm being honest. It would probably look better if it looked more like Dead Air. I don't want to completely rip off Dead Air, I mean more than I already have, but I have an idea. Wait. I'm having a thought. Dangerous. The advisor pod. This one. Advisor pod skybox. Do I want to use an advisor pod for this? I want to use something else. Well, okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Combine ship. I have like that ENV gunfire. Where did I put that? Over. ENV gunfire will be like. Maybe we could even have like a little. Wait. Hold on. They're like a air. And there's like the howitz. Oh shoot. Oh no. Oh no. I wish I could spend the rest of the challenge just working on the skybox. I'm too slow at typing. You're way ahead of me. Yeah, were you gonna say putting a ship in the skybox and have anti-aircraft guns shooting at the ship? 'Cause that's totally what I was thinking. I can't wait. Okay, wait. I need a good prop. I mean, I could just have the gunfire come from a building, right? No one would really notice or care, but if there was like an anti-aircraft, like maybe, or maybe like a, I know there's like the howitzer. It doesn't really look like the right kind of thing though. Yeah, like how is that going to shoot up in the air? Um, oh, I know. Let's do, have tanks. Wait, like maybe like a, well, these are, they shouldn't be World War II, but, that's believable, right? Let's look for some modern vehicles. Dropship or gunship? No, because there's gonna be actual dropships. Yeah, in the ship. The particles or sprites randomly light up in the city. Cool. Let's look for drops vehicle. Oh, you're kidding. Wait, wait, wait. um. Okay, wait. Where does the C-130? Would that have like guns that could shoot? No. You'd have the gunfire coming from behind some building. Yeah, that's probably the best. In where do you get World War II assets? Oh, David defeat source. Could just be from like a Humvee kind of deal. Way too many polygons for what it is. Wait. I mean, that doesn't make sense as something that would be in a city. It's kind of what I was looking for, though. In like, doesn't make sense for the time period, but oh, I see. It's for like this kind of vehicle. Got it. What's in here? They're scalable. We'll make it like the size of a building. No, that doesn't make sense. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Let me cook. This doesn't make any sense. Well, we're doing it anyways. Is there like fire, gun? I thought there were distant sounds for like the pistol, right? I want like that Left 4 Dead sound where you can hear like a crack of guns far away. Like I will just not have a sound. Okay. Let's just keep firing, basically. Or it's activated. We'll even have it mounted to a modern vehicle that explains how it got there. I know this doesn't make any sense, but if I just put it on like the back of like one of those more modern looking Humvees. Silly as this is. And that's so many polygons for something you would not even see. Whatever. No time for caution. Ridiculous. Okay, we're doing it. Can I have like explosion particles? Like maybe like have like a explosion that loops. Flash. You can have it on like a logic timer. I think. That sound is from the skybox gun. Ooh, the smoke looks really cool, actually. Okay. Let me turn off battle lines. Okay, those particles show up through the buildings. But like, I don't think it's working. Wait. Put up a logic case and a random timer to set off explosions in the city. Yeah, I might end up doing that. Did the gunfire stop working? Wait. Already be enabled. Have like a limited amount of ammo or something? Wait. I don't think I've used ENV gunfire. It's been a long time though. I heard it earlier. Run out of I might have to target info target. Oh, I didn't know that. But then how come when I started, seems like it was going? Yeah, it's going. Oh, there it goes. So I can see myself in the skybox. That's kind of weird. Stop. Have you watched the Markiplier Iron Lung movie? That's a great question. I just watched it with my girlfriend on Tuesday. It was a lot of fun. I really liked it. I'm wary of movies that are like set on like a limited set like that. Um, but I really enjoyed that one, especially like the mystery, the cosmic mystery, cosmic horror elements. So good. Oh, I think it actually doesn't stop. It's just not visible in the skybox. Yeah. Bother. Make that show up in the skybox. Maybe the AR2 tracer will be better. But show up in the skybox. Oh man. I like this idea so much that I don't want to give it up now. Okay. What if? Oh. Well, I could try to at that. He's in the regular map. Kind of defeats the purpose, but I wouldn't be surprised if tracers just don't render in the skybox. Pointing. This will also make sure that the sound comes from the right place, though. So maybe this is actually a blessing in disguise. If I put it like maybe off to the side here somewhere, like I could truck could be over. Uh, truck will be regular size, scalable anymore. Can be half scale. Yeah. Times scale. Kind of close. That works. Talks a bit. I need to make the bullet spread way higher. Oh, let's look at that. Probably have it only enable when you get close to it. Plus tracer. Oh. That would that apply for like in the skybox? Like it's perfect accuracy. I kind of like that though. Should be. Yeah, I think the way that I'll make the this brush blend a little bit more is by making it a displacement and having it curve down on the ends. Could be better, it could be worse. Yes. There's an angle I can like disguise that this is visor pod a little better. Skybox. Got very distracted with this, but it's just a cool idea. I want to have it out of the Gauss tracer a go. I'm curious if it works. Try it. Let's try it. House trace. Um. Oh. Loud. I'm sorry about that. Where are the mounted gun sounds? Look. That's what I want. Okay. Like at all disappeared. How to make them more inaccurate? Well, though. Maximum. Your cat's having kittens. Wow. Will increase. Next delay between 30. Getting way too excited about this sky battle. Try to make the model visible. That looks better. Okay. Bias towards the outside is what I wanted. I set the delay too high. One more test of this. I'll move on to other things. Sorry for getting so distracted. Soldiers outside? Yeah, for sure. skybox extend a little bit further. Really cool. We're gonna work on the skybox just a little bit longer, and then we're gonna call the skybox good because we don't. In fact, I'm gonna need to end the stream pretty soon. I might not raid today. I don't know if the viewership is gonna be high enough by the time we end to actually do a raid. Don't forget to add fog. Yes, that's a great suggestion. And smaller smoke plumes, if there are any, you could use ENV smoke stack. That's a good idea. Time for me to go to bed. Thanks for stopping in, Beef Picking, and thanks for all the suggestions. Actually, it's very helpful. I really, really appreciate it. And good night, John Doc. Unless you're saying good night to oval shaped skybox. Ooh, it's gonna bother me that this is like 1 unit off from. Ooh, oh no. Dang, I'm just saying good night to Big. Yeah, sorry, misunderstood. I won't be streaming for too much longer. I think I really should be winding down. I just want to make a little bit more progress before I go. progress on Scar Zero? No, definitely not. I did have an idea for it that I'm going to be pursuing later this year, but I got to make more progress on Map Labs and then on Entropy Zero VR first. I do want to get back to it. I had a thought about it. Fortunately, not much more. That will work. That'll work. I wonder if it'll be obvious that this is flipping. I don't think it will. Song called? Good question. This is from the Combine Base Assault Remade soundtrack, and it is called Base Assault. This is Gildon's mod. Combine Base Assault is composed by Karma Princess. No. Enough. Honestly. That'll do. There's like obvious texture repetition right there. Well. Myself some weapons too. Hey, Vizzies. What does that emote? What does that emote mean? Also do that? Works. Okay. I should probably figure that out. Not a good sign. lot of ammo. That might be too much ammo in the bathrooms. Not a reasonable amount of ammo to have in a bathroom. Head grabs are surprisingly deadly against the citizens. What just happened? If you stand right here, you can actually get everything to like it Visleaf. Okay, wait. Show Viz. I'll just do wireframe.
Yeah.
What? How does that even happen? Crazy. Dive cat. That's a pretty big bug. On some hunter. Oh, there's a lot of Viz issues in here. What causes that? Too many. I like the vibe of this map. Oh, that guy's dead. Dead. Feels like we still have a lot to do, but the stream has been running 8 p.m. 8:30, 4.5 hours. I think I should wrap it up. Let's do. I'm gonna wrap up with no. Add waiting seats. Oh, there's waiting seats. There's waiting seats right here. There should be more though. There should be like some over here. There should, yeah. I could even maybe extend this whole area out a little bit more. Be nice. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. Streaming for a while, and I think we made good progress. We make enough progress to finish this map in 5 days, considering I won't have much time to work on it tomorrow and Saturday. It's gonna be a tough one. I think the finished product is gonna be like a little rough around the edges, but I'm gonna do my best. But for now, I'm gonna probably wrap up the stream and take it off stream for a little while. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I plan on streaming again on Saturday. I probably will only be able to stream for a couple of hours on Saturday. So it'll be like 3 p.m. my time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern time to 5 p.m. But I want to make a little bit more progress. And I think my cutoff point is going to be on Saturday at the end of the stream. Wherever the map is at, that's pretty much where the geometry is going to stay. Like as far as like props and the geometry and the texture work. My want to have all of that wrapped up on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm going to focus off stream on the scripting and the logic and assets, and then voice acting. I'll have to throw something together like the last minute. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it all on time, but I'll do my best. We'll see what'll happen. But thanks so much for joining me on this journey, and I'll update you guys on my progress. See you next time. Good one. Bye bye. Bye for now.